rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year, with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Second and 10. Herbert now. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And they're using him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash, because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now, because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not much
much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left.
Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
To the air again, Herbert.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first run now for Kyron Williams.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Goff. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that's incomplete.
The Ravens hit 3-7 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Ravens strike first at 3's in.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Now quickly here to
Smith-Njigba.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now an audible here into something else. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again is gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third and long, it's gone. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. I think a free play now for Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Back to throw, Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. Braves are able to add on to that lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bengals drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Finds Johnston.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Now Herbert got to get into the line in a hurry. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Now a first down throw. Gone. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, gone.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. This one caught by Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Quick throw here to Johnston.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
It's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Cincinnati.
To the air again, Herbert. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Herbert going to change the play here. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things up. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And quickly, they get to the line. Third and long, it's Herbert. Past the 20. 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 47 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Bengals 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now it's Herbert.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Third and 2, Herbert.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Christian McCaffrey
With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. Yep. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know that play went for no yardage. All right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Herbert changing things up. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Ravens Cleveland's going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 8 yards out. And the Bengals appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ravens 17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Again, Goff. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Dawson Knox, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Ravens 17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Goff on first down.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To the air again, Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Third and long. It's Goff. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?